Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Evan. I want to welcome you back to the University of Aesthetics YouTube page. And today, this is going to be episode number 2 of Bodybuilding Basics series that I'm doing. So the first episode, you can look back at it, was talking about goal setting, and that's when you are starting out into bodybuilding or any type of fitness journey, you got to have a set goal. So now we're moving on forward, and you guys can see laid out here in front of me are a few different supplements. So a lot of times what people will do when they start bodybuilding is the first thing they'll do is what supplements do I need, or do I need to take supplements? And that's kind of a lot of time you'll see people buy stacks and different things like that right when they first start out, before they've even started training. So that's why I kind of thought that it was fitting to go and talk about supplements before you really dive into your workout program. So I just want to touch on supplements, kind of my take in general on them, and then some of the different ones that I use or would recommend. So first off, I just want to say that you can't out supplement a bad diet. So food comes first before anything else. So supplements are just, they should be used to supplement good nutrition, and only maybe used for your convenience if you have a hard time getting in the actual real food. So I guess we'll just dive right in here to what I have out in front of me, and then kind of what I would recommend. So we'll just start with protein powder. I feel like protein is one of those things that bodybuilders, everyone thinks that you can't get enough of. And for me, I use protein powder post-workout, as well as I add it into a shake at night. Now for me, buying a lot of food as a college student, a lot of chicken and fish and things like that can get quite expensive. And for me, the protein powder is just beneficial as far as price goes, just to make sure that I'm getting in that protein without really hurting the bank a lot. So obviously I would recommend, if you can afford it, to just buy regular meat or other sources of protein, but the protein powder does come in handy for convenience. So this is from Walmart, this gold standard or premium gold whey protein, and it tastes pretty good. So that is protein. As far as the rest of these supplements go, we have creatine and glutamine here, and I believe that when you're bodybuilding, you should definitely take creatine. It's very well researched, and it does provide a lot of benefit, I believe, to your workout program. Now this is monohydrate. I also use a more concentrated version of creatine, HCl. Do you have to take creatine? No, you don't have to, but I do think it helps, and it's researched. Just making sure that you're drinking a lot of water when you take it. There's a whole bunch of research on it, a whole bunch of different kinds of creatine, and that just kind of depends on what your goals are and what works best for you. But if you're diving into bodybuilding, it's going to put more water into the muscle. Can give you some temporary strength gains as well. So I believe creatine is a good supplement. I believe it's safe to take as well, and I think that when you're bodybuilding, you can definitely take creatine, and it's really cheap too. Usually the HCl, you can get like 100 servings for like $13, so great price on that. As far as glutamine goes, I'm not a huge fanatic of glutamine. A lot of times I'll just take it if I know I'm not going to be able to eat for a while. I may throw it in some amino acids and just use it like that. So I'm not super big on promoting glutamine. I don't think it's a necessary supplement by any means. So you can probably save your money and not buy it. As we move on here, we have these are earth-grown nutrients from Onnit Nutrition. Now there's many different green supplements out there in the market. Personally, I believe that a super greens or superfood supplement is a great supplement to take, and I would recommend a superfood supplement over all of these other ones if you can get it in, because it provides you with so many good quality nutrients, and it's pretty cheap too for the most part. I usually take my superfoods right after I do cardio in the morning, so my body is just waiting to absorb good nutrients, and that's the first thing that I put into my body. So highly recommend superfoods. My girlfriend takes them, I take them. It's a great supplement even if you're not a bodybuilder. So just making sure that your insides are functioning properly. I think that is by far the most important supplement here that I have laid out here, and a very important supplement to take. As we move on here, the next one that I have laid out is from NutriCharge, the charged aminos. Basically, this is just an amino acid supplement with caffeine as well. So when it comes to this supplement, I will use this when I study. I will use this intra-workout, as well as just for any type of like pick-me-up. You can use it as a pre. Very versatile supplement. It's not necessary. I don't think you have to take an amino acid supplement. I usually take this before I do cardio in the morning. That's the time that this supplement gets taken for me the most. It's going to be one of those supplements that will, I think of it as just protecting your muscle from getting used when you're doing cardio, and I get up early to do that, so the energy is a definite bonus as well. But this is not a necessary supplement by any means. But usually the other things like creatine will mix well with the charged amino, and then you can take that throughout the day. And the last one here that I have laid out is pre-workout. This is Ghost pre-workout. There's many other types of pre-workout on the market. Some of them may be considered dangerous, some of them maybe not. And that all just depends on your own caffeine tolerance and how well you process the ingredients that are in the supplements. A lot of times pre-workouts will work for some people and not for other people. That caffeine tolerance can be an issue on that. Also taking them on an empty stomach and things. I don't think that pre-workouts are necessary. I use them 3 days a week, so on my major training days I will use a pre-workout. Otherwise I just use an amino acid supplement like that. So BCAAs, aminos, things like that on other days, and then I'll use pre-workout on a few days of the week. So obviously guys, I could dive into each type of supplement individually and really go into different kinds and details and benefits, things like that. But the main message that I want to get across with this video as episode 2 of this series is choosing the right supplements when you're starting your program. So think about your goals and what supplements you think you might need to take to help you achieve those goals. I think everyone can benefit from protein supplement as well as a creatine supplement, and I think everyone, no matter what, if you're in fitness or whatever, a superfood supplement is essential. I think that you really need to take that. I think it can only help you. The rest of the stuff is all just kind of extra, and there's different supplements. There's even more supplements out there like HMB and CLA and a bunch of different like fat burners and things like that. You guys don't need any of that stuff. Technically, you don't need any supplements in general because, think about it, your body is not made to have these type of things. It's made for real food and the real sources of these supplements. But with our schedules and different things, these things can come in handy and make our goals a little bit more achievable and a little bit more realistic, which is important. So moving forward, I think creatine is great for bodybuilders, protein as well, just making it easier to get in more protein, and then the superfood supplement. The rest of these are just kind of extras if you feel like it's going to help you out, and if you feel like it might benefit you, then go for it. But I would recommend these 3 as kind of the the main ones that anyone can benefit from. There's mass gainers out there, different things like that. You guys can create your own mass gainers using, you know, like milk, peanut butter, oats, bananas, different things like that. But these supplements here are great, and this doesn't even touch into, like I said, I could make a ton of different videos on the supplements in general, diving into different brands and things like that. And if that's something that you would want to see, just let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to make that video. But hopefully this helped you guys out if you're a beginner and kind of wondering what supplements you should take or look into. And these are just my personal recommendations, what I've taken in the past, what I take, and how I use these supplements to benefit my own personal bodybuilding journey, but I think it can help you guys out as well. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for episode 3. We're going to be diving into workout splits, and then hopefully get into the gym coming up in the future and showing you guys even more stuff and sharing as much information as I can. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're having a great weekend, and get out there, make those lifts count. Thanks for watching.